This is the Variety Show 2024. I'm going to address this video mainly to Christians that are watching for the second coming of Christ, because there's a lot of Christians that are always looking for signs of the second coming of Christ in their lifetime. And they just now recently named Donald Trump as the Time Magazine Person of the Year. So they got his picture on Time Magazine as the person there. He's the talk of the world. The Trump MAGA movement has swept the globe. Donald Trump is historic. He's made history. For the first time since Grover Cleveland, it's the biggest political comeback in history, getting his power back and coming into a second term, not consecutive. So huge. What Donald Trump has accomplished is mind-boggling. And so they got him on the cover of Time Magazine. Now, I had read a book a while back, and it may have been almost 2 years ago. I read a book saying that if you will not understand the Bible, what the Bible says regarding end time prophecy, the second coming of Christ, you have to study the Torah first. You need to study the Torah first to understand what the Bible is really saying. And in this book, it says that in the Torah, in the Jewish Torah, it says that there will first come a pre-Messiah. A pre-Messiah will come first. God will raise up a man over the world, and that man will lay the groundwork, and then he will be followed by the second coming of Christ. Donald Trump's term runs all the way to almost to 2030, and so that's interesting. Could Donald Trump be a pre-Jesus? Donald Trump is a pre-Jesus. He's here to be king of the world. As a God has raised up a man. He's raised up Donald Trump to be a pre-Jesus. He is the last person that will reign, and then he'll pass the torch to the real Christ, second coming of Christ, during the Armageddon. And so this is just something I want to put out there, because there's Donald Trump is very unique. I mean, is it an accident, his name? I mean, just look at his name. Donald Trump. Trump and trumpet are mentioned in the Bible. So his very name is in the Bible, where it says the trump of God, and the Bible talks about, and Revelation talks about trumpets. So trump and trumpet are mentioned more than once in the Bible. I'm not a Bible expert, but I know trump and trumpet are mentioned more than once in the scriptures. And so Donald Trump, or Donald Trumpet, he's the talk of the world. I mean, everybody is talking about, even the very people that disagree with him. Some of them are defecting and they're becoming Trump MAGA. And he's blown up. The Democrat Party is diminished. They're almost non-existent. The Republican Party is non-existent. It's now the MAGA Republican Party. So look what he's done. He's blown up the entire political system. The Democrats are gone, and the Republicans are now all MAGA Republicans. There's nothing else left except MAGA. He has dominated everything. He's all over the press, all over the media. He's taking over the world, and even in other countries. Look at Javier Milei in Argentina. He is the Argentinian Trump. You know, Trump MAGA is sweeping the globe, even in other countries. You see it in Argentina and other countries. They're getting their own version of Trump MAGA in other countries. And Canada's next. They're going to get rid of this crazy Justin Trudeau. He's gone. They're going to be getting rid of him soon, and he will be replaced by a Trump MAGA Canadian Prime Minister. I mean, this Trump MAGA thing is sweeping the globe. So, you know, he's huge what he has done. The movement, it's bigger. He's bigger than a person. He's a movement. And so look at what has happened with Donald Trump. Look at how God has raised up a man, which even the liberals, their heads are spinning. They don't even understand it. They're confused. They're having meltdowns like never before seen, because they don't know what to do with Donald Trump. It's almost like they've given up. I've never seen Democrats so embarrassed and humiliated. Rush Limbaugh would be turning over in his grave if he saw the liberals having the kind of meltdown that he'd think it's hilarious. He wouldn't believe it if he'd lived to see this day. And it's all in our lifetime, what Donald Trump has done. So my question to Christians is Donald Trump a pre-Jesus? God has raised up a man, Donald Trumpet, as a pre-Jesus, and his term goes to 2030, which a lot of people think the second coming of Christ might happen around 2030. It's just an interesting connection to what happened in this election. So you can leave me comments. This is the Friday Show 2024.